Yeah, hello, welcome to the channel. Here, welcome, shut up. Right, where are we? We're at 10 seconds. It's just started. We're using the selfie stick thing, not the actual gimbal. We're in the app that's got the stabilizer, but sometimes it freezes. I've put it on airplane mode, and I have also restarted it. So I don't know, it's a bit sticky. I can see it struggling a bit. Sometimes it freezes if I zoom it in. So we'll see if that happens. It's just going to be a quick video today. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm out for my walk just to blow the cobwebs out of my just to, you know, I think we'll just stay here actually. We'll just stay here probably. What for? What for? Well, we'll stand here. Is that a truck? Is that a truck? It's a truck! No, it's not. Is this going to be a 15-minute video or a 20-minute video? Often I say that and then I'll end up sort of, oh yeah, yeah. And then I'll end up, you just never know what's going to happen, do you? So, maybe this is a good place to stand. Come on, hurry up. Jesus, well, indicating properly though, very good. Jaguar's really gone downhill, hasn't it? Jaguar Land Rover. My God. Oh, a roof box in the Berlingo. Is it a Berlingo or a Peugeot? I think it's a Berlingo, Citroen Berlingo. Big roof box. Maybe they're sleeping in it or something. Why would you have a big roof box in a Berlingo? Extra loading space? Yeah, in some situations it could be handy. A setup like that, if I was doing car boots, you could keep your tables in the roof box. You leave it on all the time. How much does it add to the fuel consumption? I'm not really sure. Symphony. Right. So it seems to be working alright. It's a pity my Granada wasn't here. I should have drove it down here, but then if I drove it down here, it wouldn't be a definition of a walk, would it? Unless I drive somewhere and then walk. And then it's like, well, you can't leave your car here. So I did think about going, oh my God, Electro Point. My God. I do not like that. Do not like Teslas. I've already went over why. But we don't want to start going on about that anyway. Let's zoom it in and see if it's going to freeze. Well, I'll wait till there's something worth zooming in for. Oh, there's a guy looking over. Stay calm. calm, 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 calm. Right, well, I've washed the Granada. It's the only thing I've done today. I've washed the dishes, I cleaned the sink, cleaned the windowsill, which is a weird thing. Very unusual. Right, zooming in okay. Comfort systems. Right, seems to be working alright. And it's McPherson from Aberlour. Yep. And we'll zoom, well, like, unless there's something else half exciting. So there we are. Sir McPherson of Aberlour. And the shortbread factory's up there. Which reminds me, I've run low on shortbread. Walkers of Aberlour. Started off with like a factory, then they got an extension, another extension, another extension. I assume they're still going alright. Dent in the door there. The Volvo. Volvo way up there. It's actually easier to use this thing. We'll show you what it is. The fact that I can actually show you is a demonstration of how easy it is to use. So you just pop it in there, as long as you've got a stabiliser. So the gimbal that I've got right here is, where is it? There's a gimbal there. So you put the phone in that thing, and that really grips it, and it got stabiliser. The only thing is, I've got to take the cover off the phone to put it in here. It doesn't really fit right in there with the cover on. It does go in, but it doesn't really sit right, and I don't like it like that. So I've got to take the cover off and then put it in there, and just be careful no breaking it, And it's so. Oh, a cyclist, a mad cyclist. And the cyclist is, it's way down, he's way down that way. I got a bit, my video work was a bit iffy there because I was in the middle of looking at the gimbal. So the gimbal, it's a stabiliser, isn't it? So this is actually better what we're doing right now, but I have the problem that I have when it freezes, which it's not done so far. So basically, I think, well, I emptied it. I think it's got to be it doesn't have too much data on it, like stuff on it. So we're at 8 minutes and 27 seconds. Not indicated, come off the roundabout. Very naughty. Lazy. Not good. Right, okay then. So it's relatively, oh, there, whoa, pulled out a bit too far there. Fiesta. Don't know what happened there. I don't know if I caught that, all of it. Probably did. So this is more, this thing that I've showed you, the selfie stick, it's more dynamic. If you see something and you suddenly move it, whereas the gimbal is more, will give you a better video, but in some situations it might be, you know, you see something, you look over there, you look over there. I think it's just probably, it all depends what sort of video you're actually trying to achieve and what you're doing. If it's these sort of dynamic videos where anything can happen sort of thing, which would be the definition of some of these auditing type people, they're probably better off with something like this. So long as you cannot have something that's known to freeze, because as soon as something really brilliant happens, it'll freeze. So maybe that's just a case of just having the equipment sorted out properly. So we're at 10 minutes 23 seconds. I would like to have gotten a big truck. Is this one? Yeah, not really. The trucker. Freedom! I mean, human beings, so I met this, you wouldn't believe what happened yesterday, it's unbelievable. I'm going to have to tell you this. I'll have to be careful I'm going to use secret names, fake names, right? And I'm going to use a fake place, right? Because the lady that I met yesterday, right, this is a good story. I need to respect her privacy and respect her wishes, so we'll make up a fake story. I met a lady in a field in Kilsyth. Her name was Sandra. I can't believe this story. It sounds like you're thinking I'm making it up. I'm not sure how, I never really got to know her that well, but I met her before a couple of times. So I'm in this field in Kilsyth, and there's Sandra, and I met her at a car boot sale in Glasgow. That's where I met her, Sandra. A couple of times, she bought a couple of things off me, I just knew her to speak to. Met her there, and also met her at this house, this friends that I visit. So we're chatting, and I says, where do you come from? You know, she's from Scotland, Sandra. And I says, where do you come from? She says, oh, I've just moved up from Luton. I'm going to start Luton. And I says, oh, Tommy Robinson's from Luton. Stephen Yaxley Lennon. She goes, yeah, I used, yeah. I think I've kind of... So she was palling about with Tommy Robinson down in Luton a few years ago. So it was quite weird because actually... So basically, like Stephen Yaxley Lennon, Tommy Robinson, I don't like censorship, right? So they censored shit, they do censor, and they censor me as well. They censor everybody, right? If you're not going with what they want, they'll censor you. But him especially. And I did watch a lot of his videos. He got banned, and it doesn't mean that I agree with everything he thinks or says. It doesn't mean that at all, right? Doesn't fucking mean that. What he does with his life and how he chooses and the path that he's on, he's responsible for it, you know. But I just thought it was strange because I met that lady and she knows him, but she doesn't communicate with him now. Well, hasn't done for a good few years. She knew him back then when she was down there quite well, you know. At the end of the day, a cyclist. Alright. Oh yes! Giving it Yahoo! Wow! Definitely breaking the speed limit. Oh aye, that thing will be flashing down there. No lycra gear though, bit disappointing. So there's, so I've actually said that story with sort of half. So like, what's the chances, you know, he's not exactly famous, he's just a person, he's got a cause. And because you could say, well, what's Tommy Robinson's cause? You could ask him. But it seems to me to be, if you ask me what I think his cause is, I think he needs to move away from what it actually is and move it on a bit. Start fighting, because he's kind of fighting the system sideways, I think, by fighting a certain religion. If that's what he's actually doing, he might turn around and say, oh, I'm not fighting that religion. So, well, it looks like you are. You know, fighting he's fighting globalism. He's doing it in a roundabout sort of way, because that certain religion has been, they're being brought in and put here in Great Britain, because the globalists don't give a flying fuck. You know, they'll put them there, or anyone from any third world country. They're putting them in here, and that's what their plan is. And the reason we know that's what their plan is because they're doing it. And they're not going to stop it. And all the flapping around with all the politicians is just bullshit. Conservatives and Labour and this, that and other. And that's why I'm not really too hopeful about the Reform Party, Nigel Farage. I think once they become corrupted, you have to be in that system. So the system's corrupt, and there's a guy called Hanrahan wrote a book, Hanrahan or something, who's been interviewed, and he was talking about the expense of, you know, the civil service, the government, the quangos, all that stuff. And I actually would like to read that book, and I think that's a great idea to get rid of all that shit, you know? Get rid of the civil service, get rid of the quangos, have it down to a more basic skeleton type thing that does the important stuff. Get rid of all this bullshit. The police have been corrupted as well. Get them back to the way they should be, which is crime, you know. Get rid of the green communists. Get rid of all that. That would be ideal. So unfortunately, if you go and say, like, put all your eggs, like, your confidence, you're like, the SNP is going to solve your problems. So in the same token, you might say, oh, Reform's going to solve my problems, right? The Reform Party. They're not. So you see all these fools who are sitting there hoping for these parties to rescue them. It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. It's not going to happen. They don't care about you. You know? Yeah, I mean, my sort of thing would be conservative probably, but it's not conservative. They're not conservatives. They're just there to be in power. And that's what happens, and there's not much you can do about that. How's the time doing? I started off with having nothing to say, and now I've started yabbling on. So, there you go. Oh my god. Right, we're at 17:38, so it's a 20-minute video. That's what it is. Yeah. 20-minute video where could do with some trucks. There's no trucks. Where's there no trucks? There's a Fiera. There's a Fiera and a Hyundai and a Volkswagen. It's all pretty boring. Quite like these Renaults. Friend's got one. Quite nice car actually to drive. Oh, I didn't drive it, I was in it. But it looks like it's nice. How do you know if you haven't driven it? Well, because it seemed like a nice car to drive. And we've got a truck. Truck's bought in. Donald Haulage. Oh, here's a big crane. Oh yeah, it's a big machine that. Oh yes. And there's two. Alright. Well, it's getting exciting now. Can I hear a Nino? I think I can. Ah, there it is. So we'll see how the traffic behaves. That went down, was that the same one that went down there? Get the fuck out of my way, that's what that means. So we've got a bit of tailback of traffic being caused by the two cranes. Not crayons, cranes! They're probably going to lift somebody's jacuzzi somewhere. That's the sort of thing that these people that tell us to stop driving cars have, jacuzzis. Because they can do what they like, and they go into jacuzzis, and you've got to stop driving around in your car to save the planet. So it's definitely a war on the poor. Carbon negative. Right, so that's the end. Ah, it's freaking froze. It's froze. Thanks for watching. Bye! Bastard. Bastard.